Back is back. Hello from the hole. How's everybody doing? Drinking coffee. It's been windy around here. His parents are definitely at the root of all this because they definitely should realize what they're doing, but they just think that, oh, I want a kid and that's it, and that's exactly what these so-called elite want. Like I always say, they bring children here and it's like, yeah, now you got to do all this stuff just because we brought you here. I don't remember ever asking to be born, but you have to understand these parents, once they fall in love, they're like, yeah, we want to, either bring our life meaning or we just want to do what we ought to be doing because it's just a thing to do. And they think that to not have kids is a selfish thing. Because, you're depriving them of their experience, but it's actually the most selfish thing. Because the child is just going to have to deal with a bunch of crap when they probably don't even really need to be born in the first place. If we're coming back to something, then what is it we're coming back to consciously? Basically, we've been forced into hell against our will, and now we gotta wait until we can go back into that spiritual bliss. Just all people making love, and that just brings forth somebody into this rabbit hole matrix. Right, okay, I understand that, but it's just this a hellish realm. There's always going to be malicious points of consciousness. People thinking they can just do or say whatever the fuck they want. So yeah, it's just, why in the hell would you want to bring children here? Other than just to satisfy your own needs. Child doesn't need to be born. Child just exists. That's how we all get here. Through people having sex with each other. That's it. There's really nothing more to it than that. And once you realize that, it'll be like, yeah, I'm responsible for everything the child goes through in their life. Anything they go through is going to be because I brought them here. So therefore I owe them everything. And most people aren't like that. It's like, yeah, we brought you here, you owe us. No child owes a parent anything. You weren't sitting up on some cloud or whatever. It's like, I want to be born into, I want to have this person, walking up to the doorstep. Yeah, I want to live with you. No, it doesn't work like that. We're just put here. And now we got to deal with it while the clock ticks. Yeah, this is nonsense. This is bullshit. This is BS. I don't understand how people can't see that. This world is definitely based off of corruption and just everybody having to gain everything for themselves. Nobody just helps each other. It's always about me, 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 me. I want to be a star. I want to find ways to make sure that everybody does what I say so I can profit off their misery. It's evil. But they continue to procreate people here. So what do you do to that? What do you say? What power? What say do you have in that? The fact that we're just here and we got to deal with this nonsense until we die. I mean, quote unquote die. What happens then? Well, we go back to where we were before. The fucking mind turns on and it's like we forget everything. I mean, if we're going to improve ourselves, maybe everything is just, adding to one great big, like they call it the Akashic record or something, the great big consciousness beyond this realm. But as far as I can tell, we're just forced here. We got to deal with everything. Got to be a slave in order to be able to give ourselves the basic needs that should already be provided to us because we didn't ask to be here. So that can only mean one thing. It's just that this world has no meaning, and it's just totally unfair that animals have to eat each other to survive. Humans are no different. People think things are going to get better. That's probably not going to happen. But as long as we keep moving forward, and as long as we stay motivated, oh yeah, everything's going to work out. I don't think so. I mean, I know so, actually, because I've been waiting this long for things to work out. I've been trying to make things work out for this long, and it's still the same crap every day. Eventually we leave this realm and go back to perfection or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do we got to prove? I mean, everybody's just fucking with each other and can't understand why somebody would go off the handle. It's obvious. But we still gotta fix it to where we gotta be all faking everything and make sure that everybody has happy faces no matter what it is they're going through. That can only happen for so long before something backfires within somebody. They have a mental breakdown or whatever, and their copes don't even help them, or their copes contribute to their maliciousness, and they end up having to pay for simply caring, or perhaps they just want to be left the hell alone and live a simple life, and they're just having to be forced to do a bunch of things that they don't care for. So, most people don't consider this or take this into consideration because they like, I want to have a kid and that's it. And I want to have a baby. That's why babies cry when they're born, because they understand where they are. They've been forced into this cold, wretched, miserable, dense reality against their will, and now they got all these doctors or whatever around them cutting the umbilical cord. It's like, okay, now you get your bottle and you calm down, and eventually you just get accustomed into this and to thinking that everything is just great, and then one day you realize, we're just here to be slaves and slave our lives away. And it's like, what do you tell your children? Oh, well, just suck it up, right? All that could be avoided if you just not have children, but people got this thing like, oh, it's just, how are we supposed to witness life? What are we missing out on? Is there anything that we're really missing out on? I mean, are people going to is everything just going to end to where, I mean, what are we missing out on? Because there's nothing here to really miss out on. We're just going to be slaves to a system that obviously doesn't give a fuck about us. It's been designed to create failure, and we're not going to gain anything from that. So why not just fix it to where people don't have to suffer in the first place? Why not make a system where everybody's either helping each other or just doesn't exist at all? Because it's just there's too much evil and there's too many corruption people trying to screw each other over. It doesn't make sense why it has to be like that. Other than the fact that people just enjoy creating suffering, and then you bring children into that, and then their suffering is basically your fault. It's on your head, So, but society favors the parent, and it's like, no matter what you do, it's like, yeah, you got to still deal with this nonsense. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just nothing I hadn't said before, guys. If we continue to procreate in this system, they're just going to keep suffering. That's all I can say, guys. I could rant for hours about this, but it'd pretty much be saying the same thing over and over again. I might take a break after this video. I mean, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So anyway, yeah, this video's dead. I don't really know much else to say. It's just saying hi, whatever. Like I always tell you guys, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys again when the time is right. Black Hole, Hendel. Black Hole, what's up? Peace. Bye-bye for now. Over and out. Fuck the system. Hang in there. I love you guys and cope as best you can. And I'm gonna do just that. The same as I always do every day. And fuck the system. I don't want to live here anymore. This is bullshit.